opportunity to send this one away. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Johnson now on the return. Escapes the defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
Well, love him or hate him, Rodgers not ready to leave the league until he's satisfied with how his final chapter reads. He didn't get the storybook ending he wanted last year. Taking another run at channeling all that doubt into success one final time.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They gain 11 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A pickup of 17. And the Steelers have the first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Warren once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
They motion the tight end over. Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Gets this one to Freiermuth. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Rodgers thrown again on 2nd. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. He's going to run for it. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27. And here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, and the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. This gets forward to around the 29. Madden stopped by Alex Highsmith.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Jackson, quick pass wide. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's Lamar on the sneak. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Good for a Baltimore first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
That'll be the end of one in this AFC North battle. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. It's complete. Play made by Bateman. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Well, either way, that was going to be a big gain, Brock. But of course they're going to credit their quarterback, right? Take the completion over that penalty.
Yeah, pad those stats. You know, you run that route, Kate, to try and stretch out a defense, maybe even draw that kind of penalty. But put a gold star by his effort. Not only did he do that, he made the play as well.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Henry takes this the wrong way. That's a loss all the way back to the 5. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He gets it again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. The makings of a goal line stand here. No gain on the run, and now it's 3rd and goal.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Ravens finish off their opening drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
That is Tyler Loop, now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Johnson with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. He's got a man left. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Play action here with Rodgers. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. And he's got a free play here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they get to him and tackle him on the return. But will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still 3rd down.
They still need 4. 3rd down now after the penalty. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Complete beyond the marker. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They'll pick up a 34 yards on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. Jukes away from one. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw is caught. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Rodgers from the gun. Makes the catch. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Come on, guys, dig deep. Come on, focus, boys, focus. I can't look. Take it to him. Don't let him rest. Points on the floor. First down.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Boswell to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Ravens 7.
Now Boswell on to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. The left side is nabbed by Bateman. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie it before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. The Steelers calling their first timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. He's running with it. Rodgers slides down, and he picks up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Completed over the middle. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down throw here by Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 3 now. Rodgers set to pass. He's got it near the 8. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes. Incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Rodgers. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection, but the contact knocked that sucker away.
So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these 2 squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the 3rd quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Now Boswell on to send this away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. The left side caught by Andrews. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
1st and 10 from the 32. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. From the gun, Jackson. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2, it could have gone the other way.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Rodgers. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
On 2nd and 10 now, Rodgers. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 29-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Rodgers going to throw on first. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Rodgers off the play action. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A gain of 15 there. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set now, 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pressure coming, Rodgers. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Boswell to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers make it a 10-point ball game.
Steelers 24, Ravens 14. Chris Boswell to kick
Now
off
Boswell
for
on to
Pittsburgh.
send this away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Baltimore running its offense out now. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Out of the gun, Henry. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Running back motions right. Jackson now on 3rd. He's going for it himself. And he has this down to the 34. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
On 1st down, Jackson. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. A draw now. This is Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. As his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens making a 4-point game here in the 4th. DeAndre Hopkins, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, to tie this game in the 4th.
Ravens 21.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Johnson now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers from the gun. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And he'll try to hit this one well. Gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive begins with Henry. And they send it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Jackson looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. There's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
So 1st down from the 41. Motioning one of the tight ends. From the gun, run for Henry. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. A gain of
Danger,
13
King.
yards.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st down, and they go back to Henry. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Lamar. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down. And this goes for every player in every sport, Brock. Fatigue in the fourth quarter. So that can mean dropped interceptions just as much as it can mean a dropped catch, too.
And believe it or not, Kate, quarterbacks, they can get fatigued, too.
Yeah.
Maybe not as much physically as their buddies running around and hitting, but mentally. You just get tired there as a passer. You start to assume, and that's a dangerous place to play. Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Got all of it, and this is good! That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Ravens pushing to get within range for a game winner. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. The game really in their hands at this point, Brock. We're going to see whether it's a celebration coming up next or overtime. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Nate Wiggins has got it! And the Ravens will get the football right at that 25-yard line following the interception.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And we'll see how aggressive they get to try and end this game in regulation, or if overtime is on the horizon. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. He finds Bateman on the slant. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Trying down the middle with Henry. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Trying to get it with the option here. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. It's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
Loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
All set up. Here's Loop to kick it away. Johnson now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. Now, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read, Brock. Got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives. That's a really hard walk off the field.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
To Calvin Austin. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Here he is to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Less than 40 seconds to work with. Here comes 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Rogers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. He's got his man. This is Austin. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Going again here. It's Rogers. He's going to keep it this time.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. One final shot here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead